Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment. As today we had a much more quiet day out of Tennessee Titans training camp. It was a day to make amends. It was a day to squash beef. It was a day of reconciliation. And that's what we all expected if you were smart, and that's what we all got. I sat here yesterday and said that at the very least, from a PR standpoint, Jeffery Simmons, aka as we call him on this channel, Big Jeff Simmons, was going to have to go up there and apologize at the very least for using the language that he used in a public way, even though he wasn't on screen, but still in a public way, and say that that is not his character, blah, 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 blah. What a beautiful job by the PR team. What a beautiful job by Jeffery Simmons. Was he acting? I actually don't believe he was. I actually 100% believe that he is sorry for letting the temper get the best of him, because not only if the cameras are on or not, you don't want to have, him, he doesn't want to be that angry and lash out with that many people around. It's just he knew the temper got the best of him. So it's not even about the cameras. It was out of character. It was in the heat of him just coming off of the football field, just being entrenched in warfare with J.C. Latham and other Tennessee Titans offensive linemen, how heated that was, the heat of Nashville currently. We had thunderstorms last night, crazy weather, everything's going crazy. It was the tempers went wild. What a day yesterday was. What a weird Tuesday here in Nashville, Tennessee. And he and Buck Rising, before he addressed the media, they had their squashing of the beef. So now they're cool. This was off camera. And again, I said, why is Jeffery Simmons going to sit down with him on camera? I mean, no offense to Buck Rising. He knows it's just for views, just for content. You got to squash it off camera as men. So that's what they did as men. So we're going to move on from this. And he's going to be very well behaved moving forward. I don't think you're going to hear anything from Jeffery Simmons. I don't think you're going to hear anything. Hell, it was funny. Because as they began their, beginning into action on the field, the first tweet that Buck Rising said, and he acknowledged, I'm not saying, this is nefarious, but Jeffery Simmons blew up Lloyd Cushenberry on a play, and Buck Rising was like, wow, what a play by Jeffery Simmons. So I'm not saying that he was too nice right there. He just called it out. Well, because what is he? He's a great player. He's our best player. So let's all be happy here. Okay, we want him out there. All right. So the beef is squashed. So that's it for drama. Man, but we rarely get drama here. All right, so there's that. But I also wanted to discuss this, and that is Will Levis. So I haven't really, until now, have been talking about training camps and mini camps even, because I'm in mini camps and whatnot. And this year I was too busy. I was on vacation a lot. Just didn't really have time for it. So William Levis. So you all might remember, and a lot of you guys were in a similar boat, I wasn't thrilled when we drafted Will Levis. Now, I actually wasn't hating it either. I gave it a B. Especially because we got him in the second round. If we got him in the first round, it would have been a C. We got him at the beginning of the second round. I give it a B. I was like, maybe he'll work out. Maybe he won't. If I had to guess, he'll be okay. I thought he'd end up being like a 5 to 7 year starter, but I didn't think he'd be like a definitive franchise guy. I thought eventually he'd flame out. I thought he was going to be like a Baker Mayfield. This was before Baker Mayfield's last year where he saved his career, and now he's back to, he's still only a mid quarterback though. So, it is what it is. Maybe he's still, but that's what I said. I said I think he's going to have a career like Baker Mayfield. Now, I will say this. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Will Levis in training camp, especially lately. Now, his first day was not good. And that's why I said he has a lot of Baker Mayfield in him, because he can put himself in position to have these turnover-worthy plays, put his team in trouble, try to force balls that he shouldn't, be overconfident, be overzealous, and it'll get him in trouble. But I said his upside was Matthew Stafford, a more mobile Matthew Stafford, and a more mobile Baker Mayfield, by the way. So I'm seeing more Stafford lately. That is really, really exciting. I'm talking about Matthew Stafford with the Rams right now. That's what I'm seeing from Will Levis. His deep balls today were fantastic. I can't show the footage here, but you can see him, on Twitter or on Titans.com, etc. Deep balls to Traylon Burks, deep balls to Calvin Ridley, Tyler Boyd was today, but he's done Calvin Ridley in the past. We already know about what he can do with DeAndre Hopkins. You see the arm on display. I want to see, and I've been hearing that they're implementing a lot more short stuff. I want to see his accuracy on those as well. Bio, of course, has been fine and good because you have to incorporate both. And that's where you're going to live. At the end of the day, the deep ball is only going to be 10%. It's only going to be 10, 50%. You're going to live in the short and intermediate, so you got to get that done as well. And that's what we're getting. And by the way, how about Tyler Boyd? You think this guy's done? Oh, man. They just came out with that. Those FanDuel ranking pictures that they always come out with on Twitter? And people are always upset about them because they always think we're too low, blah, blah, blah. I don't take those that seriously. But they had a ranking of teams' top wide receiver threes in the NFL. Tyler Boyd, number one. Number one. And the only one I would argue against would be Tank Dell. And Tank Dell's younger. So, I might take Tank Dell, just to be honest. But other than that, and they had Romo Dunze, but he hasn't played yet. So I'll give Tyler Boyd the benefit of the doubt there. But that's it. He is absolutely, and he's going to go out there and he's going to perform. So, this Ridley, Hopkins, Tyler Boyd thing, it's working, man. It looks good. It looks good. It's exciting. With Brian Callahan calling the plays, it's exciting. With Tony Pollard and Tyjae Spears, the dynamic duo, it's exciting. Can they block for them? I don't know. We were figuring it out. I don't know. But I'm liking what I'm seeing. Cautionary tale, though, Will Levis. And I don't want to get into people's personal lives too much on this channel. But sometimes it's a little necessary, and I'll keep it in bounds. I'm going to go out of bounds. But Will Levis has a new girlfriend. Her name is Victoria Fuller. So some of you might remember, if you have ever, and this is a men's channel, largely, so you probably haven't, but maybe a lot of you guys have girlfriends and wives, and they force you, or maybe you even enjoy it secretly, watching The Bachelor. She was a former contestant on The Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise, by the way, 4 years ago on Peter Weber, Pilot Pete season. Victoria Fuller was the drama girl. She was the drama queen. Now, she was younger then. She was 25. Now she's 30. And Will Levis is now dating her. He's 25, by the way. It's fine. I know people are already going to say, wow, that's a predator. Okay, guys, it's 5 years. It's fine. Am I a little surprised that someone in this position is dating a 5-year-old woman? Maybe. But Nick Jonas dated Priyanka Chopra, and I had no problem with that. She was 10 years older, so I don't have a problem with that. She was the drama girl. And she was the drama girl on the Paradise season 2. Or whatever season when she was on, but I'm saying as well. Now, I don't live in the Gulch. I live 10 minutes walking. And I don't know exactly where she lives, but I know she's a Gulch girl. I know Gulch girls. I go over there and I hit on Gulch girls all the damn time when I'm single. And I'm single right now. I love going to the W. I love going to LA Jackson. I love going to all of these places to hit on women like that. But I only hit on women like that. You gotta be careful dating. Now, I don't know the specifics of their relationship, and hell, maybe he's just a guy that can separate the two. And I hope he is. But I want to just caution. Now, Gia Duddy was a little different because they both came up together. She wasn't famous when they met. They just met in college. And then they both got up. And then I thought people were way too harsh to Gia because we never know who broke up with who. And for all intents and purposes, I heard it was Will. Because Will wanted to focus on his rookie year. I've heard nothing really to the contrary of that, and people came after that girl. I don't know why so hard. I think people made way too many assumptions. I have no problem with Gia Duddy. I have concerns about this woman. Now, hopefully you keep it off the field, and whatever happens there is cool. But I'm just warning you, this is someone that has historically looked for the spotlight. So this is a rare case. We've never experienced this, where we have the young, single, now he's not single, but now he has been single, good-looking quarterback who People are going to come after, and hopefully he can separate the two. I believe in you, Will. I believe in you, Will. And maybe she's reformed. She's 30 now. Maybe she just hyped it up for the cameras and whatnot. Maybe. I hope so. But Will, I do not want you to become one of these celebrity Hollywood quarterbacks. I mean, you can do it and you can do well. Aaron Rodgers did well. Even though Aaron Rodgers is a head case, he still did well. So do whatever you want. Okay? Do whatever you want. I prefer not. And look, Brady dated Giselle. There's nothing wrong with Giselle. She's just a model. But she hasn't done anything nefarious, anything problematic. Giselle's great. I have no problem if you're a celebrity couple. But this reality TV couple, Jay Cutler, oh God. Roma, woo. You know, and Roma was okay, but it's just something to look out for. I'm looking out for you, buddy, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll see you at LA Jackson sometime soon. So there you go. Those are my thoughts on Will Levis training camp and Jeffery Simmons apologizing. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. Until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. See you all later.